Hello, this is Lady Boulan. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for your thumbs up, for your comments, and thank you for sharing the videos. Thank you for all you do to support the channel. And yes, we are commanded to love one another, whether we want to or not, or whether we agree with each other or not. So I have entitled this video, Black Women Now in Possession of His Riches. And this is Rudy Guiliani, former mayor of New York City and a big time Donald Trump supporter. And these two black women sued him for lying on them. Now, there was a time in America when a white person could say anything about a black person, whether it was a lie or not. The black person might end up losing their home, their land, their freedom, going to jail for 15 or 20 years, and nothing would be done about it, and the black person would be the butt of the white people's jokes. That is what America has been for black people. So Rudy Guiliani didn't have any trouble going out and telling a lie on these women, lying for Donald Trump and blaming something on these women that they did not do. I didn't realize they had sued him, but they sued him and they won. So let's see what happened. This is from the Huffington Post. Rudy Guiliani ordered to give Georgia election workers his Manhattan penthouse. Wow, they're getting his penthouse. A federal judge in Manhattan ordered Rudy Guiliani on Tuesday to turn over a number of luxury possessions as well as ownership of his Manhattan penthouse to two Georgia election workers as part of the $150 million judgment he owes them for defamation. The former New York City mayor now has 7 days to turn over the assets to Ruby Freeman and her daughter Shay Moss, both of whom he falsely accused of election fraud. The assets include his Mercedes-Benz, furniture, a number of luxury watches, and fees owed to him by Trump's presidential campaign and the Republican National Committee, according to the order issued by Judge Louis Lehman. Okay, so that's a lot. So there's a $150 million judgment against him. Okay, so he'll think twice before he goes out again lying on people. The order comes almost a year after Guiliani was found liable for defamation against Freeman and Moss, who said they both suffered emotional distress and feared for their physical safety after he and One America News Network falsely claimed that the two engaged in election fraud during the 2020 presidential election. See, gonna lie on them saying that they engaged in election fraud to bolster the lie that Donald Trump actually won the election, but because everybody was cheating, he lost. Everybody's not willing to put their freedom and their finances on the line for another person. So Rudy Guiliani has shown himself to be what? You call it. In addition to testifying at the defamation trial, the women also memorably testified before the January 6th committee about the impact the false claims had on their lives. The two were awarded $148,169,000 as a default judgment in December last year. Giuliani was also disbarred in New York and Washington, D.C. following the false claims. The former attorney for ex-President Donald Trump filed for bankruptcy just days after he was ordered to pay Freeman and Moss, preventing the two from collecting. A judge ultimately dismissed Giuliani's bankruptcy in July, claiming he failed to provide the court with financial transparency. Went up in there and lied about how much he had and didn't tell the truth. So they dismissed his case. Just a lie all the way around. And see, the thing about people like this, you just have to assume these people have been lying like this all their lives and getting away with it. So this was just the next lie. And he totally expected to get away with it. But this time, the long arm of the law came down on him, as well it should. We are proud that our clients will finally begin to receive some of the compensation to which they are entitled for Giuliani's actions. Aaron Nathan, one of the attorneys representing the women, said in a statement on Tuesday, "This outcome should send a powerful message that there is a price to pay for those who choose to intentionally spread disinformation." In a joint statement shared with HuffPost on Tuesday, Kenneth Caruso and David Lepkowski, both of whom are representing Giuliani, said, "Stay tuned. When the judgment is reversed in the Court of Appeals in Washington, D.C., these plaintiffs will be required to return all this property to Mr. Giuliani." That's a face-saving statement right there. Once property has been given to a plaintiff, I have never heard of anybody trying to return anything back. So he's just saying that to make himself and maybe his clients and their supporters feel good. But the judgment has been issued, and I don't see, and unless they can prove that Giuliani didn't do what they have already proven that he did, he won't be getting anything back. And I am definitely going to stay tuned for this one. So many white people have gotten in trouble behind that 2020 election trying to prove that Donald Trump won the election that he didn't win. We had the January 6th insurrection, and many of those people are in jail. They're on probation. They've lost property. They've lost finances. They've lost their jobs. Giuliani has now lost his fortune. Tucker Carlson was fired from Fox News for reporting a lie, and Fox News was sued for millions of dollars. So I'm not really sure when common sense kicks in and they realize that they are throwing their lives away trying to dispute a truth or trying to dispute something that's indisputable. So if they want to go down that road, that's their business. And we have another election coming up, and we'll see how this turns out and see who ends up ruining their own lives trying to save somebody else. An old man who really, is delusional about his importance in the world. Now, that's just how I see it. But okay, y'all, let me know how you see it. Thank you for listening. Give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, and have a good day.